Urban environment and climate change specialization focuses on issues related to environment and climate change and challenges that cities are facing. Particularly, the specialization looks on how cities can adapt to climate change impacts, but also how to minimize environmental impacts and effects while growing and producing opportunities for urban development. The specialization addresses some main concepts that are important for a low-carbon, green and resilient urban growth.
Several factors are involved in the climate change, and one of the main ones is how we design cities. Namely, if they are compact or spread, or if they are monocentric or multicentric, or if the neighborhoods are monofunctional or multifunctional, and the size too, if the city size is mega, medium or small, and how we design, we locate buildings within the cities, and how we induce people to move within cities. All those are factors which strongly influence the carbon emissions and therefore the climate change.
The urban environment and climate change specialization gives its participant the opportunity to understand the most recent trends, tensions and developments in concepts such as sustainable, green and resilient cities. It will also try to understand what are the key analytical tools and frameworks that are used to assess these developments and tensions. Such analytical tools will be diverse, and for instance, we will focus on governance arrangements between public and third sector and private sector, but also we will try to understand what are the governance frameworks that apply to study these tensions and developments. We will also look into multi-actor, multi-level governance. We will study how processes of urban transition work, but also looking into livelihood adaptive capacity and assessment methodologies, especially in connection to decision making for instance, climate change or other environmental issues.
We had an activity where we had to develop as a team a climate action plan for a major city. This was a challenging exercise. We used multi-criteria analysis to come up with a plan. I think this specialization definitely benefits from the international makeup composition of the students. Some cities are looking at ways to reduce their carbon emissions, while others are more concerned about how they can protect themselves against extreme weather events. And we look at all these, so it's a very global perspective.
Members of the Urban Environment and Climate Change specialization come from different academic and professional backgrounds. Moreover, with our different research and projects, we are well versed in both qualitative and quantitative research methods. As climate change and urban management is a multifaceted topic, we strive to make use of our diverse competencies to create novel combinations and to expand on the work done by other scholars.
Particularly different lecturers have experience also in lecturing in different universities globally, but also working with clients like the UN Habitat, the United Nations Environment Program, the United Nations Development Program, but also development banks like the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank, and so forth. In addition to that, I would like to emphasize here that the students of the Urban Environment and Climate Change specialization will have the chance to get involved on actual projects that staff members of the specialization are working with. Therefore, will be lucky to be exposed on actual challenges and issues. We have a program of internships which might be an interesting follow-up for our students. We provide them the opportunity for those that they perform highly to continue their research with us as interns?
Well, I was interested in getting an international perspective on global environmental issues. I think there's a growing awareness of environmental issues, and as cities urbanize, there's a realization that they can't follow the same growth patterns that they have in the past. I think this specialization will be very relevant for my career goals. The research, I feel like, is all new. This is a very emerging field with climate change, mitigation, and adaptation, and I felt there were a lot of opportunities to contribute to that growing body of research.